Bum, 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 bum. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Let's get into it. Let's continue our work on the Avatar. Bum, 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 bum. Shouldn't be whistling on the stream. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait on Unity to load. Unity. There we go. All right, so what's next? We need to texture the bra, and then we need wrinkles on all matters of clothing. All articles of matters on the clothing. Let me sit down. Oh. Oh. So a TikTok video template, we'll need to make that at some point. That'll probably be a weekend thing. And then I want to rig June. Can we get her done today? Maybe. Well, we can get the rigging done today. All the posts and yeah. So that'll carry into next week. AI Avies. What else? All right. Oh yeah. All right. Wrinkle time. Let's go to clothing. And we'll probably go into Blender to make some better wrinkles for the tights or yoga pants or whatever these are. Right there. Remove the mask. Actually looks quite good. It's a little too intense. Let's go ahead and make mask. We'll limit it to just our sleeve for now. That does look like wrinkles. I think we'll turn off the repeat. I don't know. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then we'll simply add a gradient to this fill. Gradient. Make it linear dodge. Okay. Multiply. This does not repeat. And as well, if we just take the norm and turn it down, I think that looks pretty nice. It's a little hard to tell what's going on. And let's take off. We do have some base color that's affecting it. I don't mind a little bit. Too much and it gets too dark. Starts changing the overall look. Then we'll need some wrinkles. The rest of it. All right, not bad. Save. Let's go to Blender and open up our wrinkle cylinder template. And we're going to make a new setup. Boom. First we'll hide this one. Then we'll take these two. Why can't I grab this one? Delete. And delete. I would prefer to have it. We don't need these either. Take another cylinder, shrink it, grow it. All right, so this will be the collider. This will be the claw. So slider and claw. Okay, there's our template one. And in fact, I'm going to put this all in here. Rename this to template. Take this, divide it. Actually, I want to divide it so that these squares, not rectangles, which is a lot. It's okay. And delete the tops. All right. Excuse me. And then, of course, a claw. Note here, add a collision. Okay, so this is our template. I'm going to duplicate the whole collection, hide it, and this will be sleeve 02. Second take on this. Hit play, things crunch, good. Let's extend the play session. All right. So right now it's pretty poor quality. Let's turn up that quality to 20. It's much slower. It's probably going to affect the stream a little bit. And then I also want to turn on negative pressure. Oh wait, it's not negative pressure, negative. We want that a little bit, but then there's some sort of shape shrinking factor. That's what it is. We'll say 0.15. So it's going to try to bunch together. Awesome. Let's turn down the collision quality to 15. Then turn on self collision. It's too small. Copy it. All right, almost there. So we're starting to get these smaller wrinkles. Let's turn this up more. 0.5? Okay, maybe not. 0.1 with more negative pressure. So let's open up our reference image. So here we have these really teensy tiny wrinkles. How could I get something like that? Is that even possible? This may be a CG render, so I might be comparing it to something that's not possible to simulate. Hey, a follow. Thank you, Goal Planner 001. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're working on some cloth simulation stuff. But welcome. Hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. maybe I need to turn it off resisting compression. All right. We're getting closer. Less mass. A little bit more mass. Linear, angular, don't quite know what that means. Bending. How much does resist bend? Damping. Turn up the shrinking factor again. There we go. I think if I actually just go ahead and stop this from hitting it, kind of get what we're looking for. Very close. Very close. Let's add on top of this another subdivision so we get a more realistic view of what's going on. All right, kind of close. Could also add a smooth afterwards. Turn that up a few times. That looks somewhat close. We're still getting these vertical wrinkles, which I'm not enjoying. That would mean that the cloth is still bigger than the cylinder it's wrapping on, so it has this extra. So if we could shrink it a little bit more, we could probably avoid that. 2. Yeah, nice. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's back up a few steps. That's very, very close to what we're looking for. Or, I mean, this will be one that we use. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to duplicate the cloth, hide one of them, resimulate. Let me back up. Right about there, I really like. I wish there wasn't quite this overlap here. This one's pretty good. Okay, I like this one. So I'm going to mesh it and move it out. So we'll save that one. Bring back our original cloth. What else? I want to tweak it a little bit so we get slightly different result. What would help? Oh, the pressure. Pressure will change a lot. Let's just turn the pressure off. I mean, that alone is worth saving right there. So save. Duplicate again. Hide again. Restart that sim. Okay, so we got some good stuff here. And I like this one. That one's quite good. I'd rather have this one because there's less overlap where the cloth is actually folding over itself. So we'll mesh that. Excuse me. One thing we could also try is to turn up the initial subdivision. If we do that once more, it's going to be slower. Please don't crash. Okay. Getting there. Oh, the problem is all right. I don't think we'll use this. Just a bit too much. It's a nice texture though, but a bit too much. Turn it back down. Turn it to here. All right. So overall, though, going very well. I wanted to try yesterday a slightly different version of our cloth because right now everything's set up in a grid that uh, is perfectly vertical and horizontal. But I was wondering if we could do kind of a chain link fence version and see if that looks any different. So to do that, we'll duplicate. So we have our original again. And this one, or actually, we'll save the original. I prefer to have it at the top of our structure. And this one, take on here. Let's turn off the normals. We will triangulate all the faces. And then we will return them to quads. I believe one of these settings, or sorry, maybe it's not tries to quads, but poke faces. And then we go tries to quads. Oh, sometimes this list is too big. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right. So I just want to see what this looks like. I guess it's about the same. Doesn't really seem to be making a huge difference. A little bit more pinching, but nothing that I would say looks too different. This one might be good to save. That's just crazy detailed. All right, we'll mesh one. Move it over. All right, this is probably good enough to work with for now. So, what are we going to do? Well, we want to save these. So, I'm going to make a new collection in here. And we'll call this the simulator. Sim02. I'm going to take all of these objects and move them into that Sim02 and then just hide it. these are going to be what we actually bake. In order to bake it, we need a baker. So make a cylinder. We just want to make sure everything's roughly in the middle of our space. This one. Awesome. Okay. So we'll call this sleeve 02 baker. Shade it smooth. Let's make sure everything's smooth. And here our UV editor. I believe this is the layout we want. Has to be. So we'll just leave it. Actually, let's pin all the UV map. File, export FBX. We'll send this into Substance Painter, Meshes, Wrinkle Sleeve 02. Hide that. And we'll rename these Sleeve 02 HVA. B and C. Starting with A. Cool. Sleeve 2 HP. Export, but I'm actually going to redo that, and I just want to add a little bit more subdivision. Just get it into the million range, and then export it again. One done. And then file, export FBX. This will be B. And lastly, I may redo the scaling of these. We'll see. Just because we're going to get this jagged edge to bake in. Not a fan of that. That's okay. All right, let's make a new file. 2023. We're going to go to avatars, bases, wrinkles. Copy this path here. Take our O2 object, open it up, hit save. Save here, wrinkles, sleeve 2. Save. And then I'm going to bake mesh maps, open up one of our high poly ones. Turn this up. Rename this. Wrinkle, sleeve, go to A. Let's just do a low bake. Okay, looks like everything's working. And now let's do high quality bake. All right. I like this, but we are going to make a few changes to the original high poly models. I'm going to go back. We're going to turn on everything. And know what I'd like to do excuse me, is make these fill out this space a little bit. And same with vertical direction. Well, there. That one's fine. It's fine. This one needs to be scaled up a bit. I just want the edges to actually push out past. All right. First one. File, export, substance, FBX, substance painter v2, bada boom, O2A. B, and C. All right, back to here. Mode, bake maps. Let's just bake that one more time. I think that will yield some better ambient occlusion. Nice. Save. Now let's export textures. Send this to wrinkles, textures, sleeve O2A, mesh maps, 4K. Export and save. Nice. Then what? We're going to bake mesh maps, rename this to sleeve B, and update the mesh to B. And bake. It's a little disappointing the way it's centered. All right. I'm going to go back here to B. Set this to wireframe, just so we can see this. Move it down. I think right there. B, just in case. Bada boom. Save. Turn here. Mode. Bake mesh maps. Bake again. Yeah. Turn to painting mode. Gorgeous. Save. And then file. Export textures. All right. Lastly, C. A little bit of clipping here and here. Interesting. Hmm. Interesting. How do I avoid? I guess I could just go here and make this a little bit smaller. It's still clipping. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's not. Gotcha. So we need to go into sculpt mode. Smooth those parts out. These are parts where the literal cloth has intersected with itself. Okay, we can fix those. That's all of them. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Interesting. That's the only one that's happened to, and this is the only one that was with that diagonal setup that I did. So perhaps that is a downside of doing a chainmail style version of this. All right, look at that. That is gorgeous. We're very close to 500 followers. Getting there. Getting there. I have to do something special for y'all. Slow. Please, assistance, don't crash. All right, here we go. Sleeve O2C. Select, export, and save. All right, now we can return to June. Close this. Need that open. Oh, so what we've created for ourselves is a bunch of textures that we can apply to June. So I really wanted to get some nice texturing, because we added wrinkles to the sleeve, but it'd be cool to also have these good wrinkles on the legs, because I think that's a really good way to add believability. And the way I've set up these textures allows for some good usage. Right, I didn't even use the one I made yesterday. Darn. Well, I'll bring that in. Yeah. Bam. I'm gonna say SD, same better, wrinkle, texture, texture. Here, ambient occlusion, normal, boom, texture, texture. Let's do this a few times, that's okay. Boom, boom. And lastly, boom, boom. All right, so now we've got a crap ton of wrinkles that we can include on our project. So searching that, search wrinkle. And we can go to the jacket. Go to our cloth fold. And we can replace this with the first one I made. See what this looks like. Needs to be stretched out a ways. That looks a lot more realistic, I would say. It looks like where you would expect a sleeve to wrinkle. However, our gradients are in the mask are quite strong. Yeah, that looks better. Less uniform, less repetition. I like that. All right. Now let's focus on the leg. So we're going to pull out our cloth fold template, drop it here, remove the mask, go to the fold. We're going to call this wrinkle. And wrinkle, we'll say O2A template. And this, we will replace it with our O2A assets that we just made. Okay. And then I'd like to create a smart material. So now we should have it here. Perfect. All right. Then we can move it around. Find a good spot for it. I think you all can see what I was kind of going for now. No repetition. This would go really well around some of the joints. But it's pinching because I need to move it forward and center it in the volume. Okay. Awesome. Then I'm going to rename this. Well, first we're going to save, which will take too much time. So we're going to duplicate this. I'm going to hide that one. I'm going to rename this one O to me, and then replace this with R. Second one. First, so we can test it just to see what it looks like, which I do like that. I think that looks a little bit better. And thirdly, so we can also save it. And then you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing, duplicate it, hide that one, rename it to C, and replace these with C. All right, because now what that means with my templates, we have 3 new wrinkle templates we can use, which is awesome. Now this one's crazy intense. I don't think I'll actually be using this one too often, but it's nice to have it. I think generally you don't want to have overlapping wrinkles. That's what it comes down to. All right, let's play around with this. Let's add a mask. Actually, we'll add it here. Fill, gradient, planar, no repeat. Shrink it, move it down. And something's weird here on our gradient on the leg. It's probably the blur. Let's set it to multiply. Subtract. Inverse subtract. I guess something like that. Let's switch to this gradient. All right, that's pretty nice. Then we'll actually take the wrinkle and just lower its impact. Maybe I should do that just with the gradient instead of fill on top. Set it to multiply. And then that way I could just tweak it all just within the mask. Nice. Now let's also take a look at how this is changing the visuals in Unity. All right, say that looks pretty good. Kind of how you'd expect. Nothing too crazy. All right. Okay, let's duplicate this wrinkle. Hide the mask. Move this up. Move it to the side a little bit, rotate it. Move it up. Hello, Marlo. Bruh, I really hate school. It's almost summer, right? You're almost out of it. Escape is on the horizon. You're getting there. You're getting there. I believe in you. Soon you'll be done and you can relax, chillax. They study hard to do a final exam. I wish you well. I still wake up sometimes going, oh, my test is soon. And it's like, I haven't been in school for 10 years. Like, them get me into university, I always wanted. Heck yeah. Well, that's exciting in a way, but I certainly understand why it's stressful. Oops. Well, fingers crossed for you. We're sending good vibes your way to make it through this last stint of studying. You can do it. I believe you. I believe. Imagine recognizing all of Vietnam history. I know a little. I can't say I know a lot. Got Vietnam War flashbacks. Do a little bit of that. Oh, let's give it a little Few wrinkles in a few spots. Pretty good. Helps kind of sell the thickness of the thigh. Thick. So you live in Vietnam then? That's pretty cool. I was just looking at traveling there. It'd be kind of fun. Oops. We need to do the knee as well. So this will be the and we'll remove the mask for this one. Move it down right into the knee. Then add a mask again. And that way we can paint in some details. Like that. I think the thigh one might be a little too much. Squish it a little. I'm going to turn it up to 2048. Back up. Okay, I like the thinner wrinkles. That looks nice. All right, let's figure out what's going on right here too. So that has something to do with the pant wrinkles. Is gradient. I bet it's the blur. It is the blur. Let's delete that blur and add in a 3D blur. There we go. Okay, much nicer. Much nicer. Let's export this to Unity and take a look at those final results. This is a little too much right here. But overall, this is looking like some pantaloons. Let's change the lighting. To night. All right, looking quite good. I'm really enjoying texturing now. I think that there's just so much fun to be had with it. We should do a little bit more to bring up the quality of the face. My dream job is graphic designer, though, or animator. Heck yeah! That's awesome. Well, then I feel that you should be a little less stressed because you can No matter what, that will always be a path that you can go down. College will help, and any university you go to will definitely help. Um, that's why I drew random art style. I do. I, and we do the decal hue shift. Oh, dope. That's very fun. So we can just straight up change the eye color. Nice. Well, I believe in you, Marlo. And the internet will always have a good love of animators and graphic designers. Um, I mean, when you say graphic designer, sometimes people say that, but they mean like artist. Are you looking to do art for a living or specifically like making logos and stuff? Well, my very first drawing was a chicken with three legs. All right. Amazing. There is a little bit of pixelation, but I can't tell if that's the reflection or my material or my textures. What happens if I just remove this? Okay, so it's a little bit of both, but mostly painful when you see your old art. Eventually, it'll just be fun to look at. It took me a while to become okay with my old art. Never destroy your art is my recommendation. Never ever destroy your art. It you will regret not being able to look back on it. Hey there, Easy. Welcome. Hello. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Do studio. All right. All the materials are looking pretty good. Yee. Yee. Where I used to draw a fucking Lamborghini for our competition in 8th grade. I got second place. Heck yeah. Wonder if we could change the normals here on the eyelashes. I go into here and we mark these sharp. Bam, 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 bam. I like that. It's kind of a nice look. IMO. Export FBX. VR chat with mods, I think. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Before it was just kind of oddly smoothed. I think that looks much nicer. Brings out the sharpness in her eyes. The sharpness in her eyes. I think her mouth looks really good. All right. We're in business, baby. Okay. Let's get the bra textured, finish the jacket, and then we need to work on the body and the hair. The hair needs some darker ambient occlusion at the base, which I think I could just add with the same material that I'm driving the hair with. Well, it's a little bit different gradient. And we go here for hair material. Oops. Inspector. Alpha. No, light data. AO map. Hair. Interesting. Does darken it a little bit. Darkens it all the way up to the tip, though. I wish there was a contrast thing, but I can always make a texture. Yeah, it dims the whole hair strand. Okay. And let's look at the texture here for the bra. For my reference, I should actually just drop in the drawing that I did. Nice. Bam. Nice. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of her original concept. And it looks like a bunch of fabric. Kind of a vague material. Bam. Okay. So. Oh, excuse me. What would be the best way to do this? Something that overlaps, obviously. I wonder if I could do a wrinkle. Let's try it out. So if we do one of these wrinkle templates, like this, we move this up And then onto breast here. And we kind of squish it down. This. And rotate it. And we do something like that. And then I can add an anchor point here. And above this, make a layer called wrinkle outline, which will be just color for right now. We add a mask that accepts this anchor point. No, it's our fill that looks for that wrinkle anchor point. And then we'll do a filter with a outline. Hello, Era. Welcome. Hello, hello. Not quite. We have to do reference extract alpha. Something like that. Well, it does look like fabric, but it's a little too blurry. How's your day going, Era? Move it down and then move one of these. I think I need to look up some reference for something interesting. Good to know I can do this. Is it what I want, though? Hard to say. Love it more like fabric like this, though. It's just something dark and matte. Delete that one. Delete that. Fabric. No. Nope. Hmm. Questionable. Also questionable. Yikes. I like that actually. Just a simple texture. That feels more realistic. I'm alive. I thought my stream crashed for a second. Wonder if that top is for sale. I can say, let's see. I'll find it on Pinterest. I think. Where did I have it saved somewhere? There were a few versions, if I remember correctly. Here's the link. Bam. I've seen multiple versions of the post, so this one doesn't have a link to a shop, but it is pretty cool. Extremely fashionable. I want to show off my ink, and that would be great. Sleeveless show off some of my tats. Absolutely. Oh, it seemed like something you would wear to a club. All right, let's set up our materials. I think we're exiting the texturing phase, so I'm going to make a copy of this, which we'll call painting version. Granted, I ain't skinny. That skinny no more. A bit of a belly, but if I could, I would look. But if it fit, I would look hot. I'm trying to like get myself back into shape as well. It's like just gotta run. Just trying to run, work off my belly. Oh, excuse me. We saved a copy. Delete that hierarchy. Take this, put everything back. Delete that. for our jackets, or objects, I'm going to make in here that. So we can move this up 3, this up 2, and this up. Oops. 1. All right. Between you and you, I'm okay with it. I've been underweight most of my life. Now I'm average. Fair. Yeah, I swam most of my life. So, or at least during, sorry, not most of my life, during high school, um, and into college. I think I took that metabolism for granted. Let's not apply the mirror to the body because we'll want to rig it with the mirror modifier. Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, selected objects. Save. Boom. Now for the clothing, I can enable UV tile discard. Perfect. Heck yeah. Dang, yeah, I'm not finding the maker or the name of the product at all, lol. I'm coming across these TikTokers. I'm gonna raise my desk. These TikTokers that are making custom clothing using a program called Marvelous Designer. And I'm like, it just makes me want to make my own clothing so bad. Or not necessarily clothing for me, but just to make clothing in general. But like I need another hobby that takes up all my free time. Oh, excuse me. Dang, yeah, oh, I already read that. Okay, time to sip some coffee. I have my own clothes before. I've made my own clothes before, but it's a pain. I can do that as a scarf wrap, honestly. I think everything's looking pretty good. The top is very plain, but I kind of prefer it that way. Or at least if we're going to add any sort of pattern to it, it should be kind of subdued. Because she already has a very shiny jacket and a very shiny set of pants. I think having a piece of her clothing that kind of is just plain helps the rest of the clothing. Um, maybe a bit darker though. It's already quite dark, but just a little. All right. Now for the jacket, we also want to give this top part. Let me look up some bomber jackets really quick. Or do I have any in here? I have the back image of it. Oh, we also need to make the cuffs. The bottom trim will just go ahead and select and select. Yeah, that'll help break it up. And then we also have our this strip material, which we'll duplicate and just put right there. So we got a little crease or shadow here from the cloth fold. This one. Take this gradient and push it out. Balance. Like that. Nice. All right. I think that looks awesome. And lastly, we just want to add the material to the top trim. Which is this thing? Did I really make all this the trim? No, those are the pants. No, these are the pants. Why did I make this so big? Uh-oh. No, it looks fine. I just wish I had given more resolution to the legs. Huh. I don't want to go back and redo it, but that is pretty funny. Copy that. Put it here. Move this one right around here. That looks really good, though. And this is why we unwrap things to be boxes. Imagine how hard it would be to try to get that to be. Should I like paint all of this in straight lines? It'd be impossible. Impossible. But instead, we let our unwrapping do all the work. Okay. A few other things to add. We have our gradient shadow template, and there's a few other things that need some shadows, such as the zipper. Nice. Also, we have this little pocket shape right here. But we haven't really done anything with it. Should I just get rid of it? I could just dissolve it. Some shadow here. Maybe a little bit on the top as well. Duplicate around this other side. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. let's take our other template, the bevel shadow template, drop it up top, add a fill, set the fill to, or no, not a fill, add a paint, set the paint to multiply, mask out everything. This so we can paint it back where we want it. Such as on the shoe. Right there. Nice little bevel on the shoe. We go to our bevel settings, smooth it, turn down that distance. Like that. Smooth. And now we just got a nice little shadow where we want it. Ow. All right. Notice. Coming out well. Excuse me. If we did some sort of metallic pattern on there, on the bra, just some sort of subtle pattern where it's not plain, so I don't want it to be just a solid nothing. Yeah, we'll play around with it. We have some options. But I had a thought on my work, which is giving it a fill with a Veroni material, or perhaps a cells would work better. Fill, let's say pattern or noise, something like that. Tile it a little. That's kind of cool on its own. And then I want to add a filter, right? Mask outline. Mm, Interesting. Anyway, just layer a bunch of noise and hope something cool comes out. Oh, that's so interesting. So you can put a filter on something and it'll take that information below, and then you can also change the blend type at the same time. So it'll take the filter, make the filter, and then blend it back to the original. That's pretty useful. You can really do a lot with that. interesting. We go here and we just give it a different material. I guess we're just playing around to find some sort of cyberpunkish look. Right now it just looks like bleached. Is that a warp? Fascinating. It's really interesting to be able to take a base, run an effect on it, and then blend it back down. I just said that earlier, but it is kind of blowing my mind because I think you could do some pretty interesting stuff with it. Huh. Interesting. Fun, really, more than anything. Got carbon fiber? That is not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea at all. I think we do have a carbon fiber. Well, now let's turn off the base material. Interesting. Doesn't look as carbony as I would expect. Maybe I need to tile it up more. You know what? Actually, let's go to my favorite substance source. And we'll close this for now. Um, materials, styles. Just random stuff. I'm gonna find something cyberpunkish, I guess. I don't know. We're just kind of goofing around right now. Bunch of fabrics. Let's go back. I would say no shine if possible for the carbon. It's definitely very shiny. so silvery. Or I have to let's go to clothing, and I need to go to flections, specular, and merge it. Okay, so it's a bit better. Man, can you imagine carbon fiber nipple chafe? That would hurt. That does not sound very pleasant. User, oh, not user 2. User 1. Then layers, switch our view to user 1. This one, boom, boom. And then pants will get this. What did you just say? I said, could you imagine getting carbon fiber nipple chafe? It's like, oh, is it lagging? Oh my god. Ah, that sounds painful. It's like wearing a cheese grater for a shirt. It's so laggy. It really just tanks the stream. Oh well. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the mat cap because we can add a second mat cap. Boom. And we'll slap this second mask into there. Boom. And then we'll add my custom Etex mat cap. And it won't do anything. Perfect. That's odd. I feel like I should be seeing something here. Oh, there we go. Add to light. Mixed blend. Probably a little too shiny. It does give a little more latex to the latex. Tap out. Let's do one. Meh. Pretty torn on that. Let's see. There's other matte caps. Those kind of metallic. Actually, there was more of a contrast option. That's better. I like that. Just a little subtle additional reflection. It's not that it's just makes them a little bit shinier. Nice. Oh. What the fuck? Broke. What's yelling about? What are you yelling about? Say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone. Meow, 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 meow. She's a little meow. Fuzz. All right, so time to work on her skin a little bit more. Let's switch over to just body. Oh, hi. What do you want? So color-wise, she doesn't have much color differentiation on the body. Still selecting the clothing. So one thing I kind of wanted to try, do a fill layer. We'll call this skin variation. And we'll do just a color, just red for right now, just so I can see how it's laying onto it. Mask and a fill. In the fill, we'll add thickness. Interesting. I don't think I'll actually add this to the character. At least, well, we'll add a little bit in terms of color. Just a very slight amount. Like that. Just to get a little bit more flesh into the body. But additionally, I want to create another texture slot as well, user 0. And the base, user 0, will be, and on this one, it will be white. So basically see the same thing, this whole mask. Though I will add a paint in here and remove from this the eyelashes, the teeth, and the mouth. Also the fingernails. Oh, I need to fix the fingernails. And let's export again. Make sure we're putting it in the right folder. Time to lag. Oh, it's not that laggy. Only the clothing. I was so ready to do my lag dance. Okay, yeah, a little bit more color. Is that too pink? I don't know. I feel like it feels a little bit more natural, but maybe a little too much. It's hard for me to judge reds. Our hands look so much better. Well, not from this angle, but general bit better. Okay, so when we go to the body material, I believe there is a spot for subsurface scattering. Yes, here. Boom. And we're going to put in here that user map that we created right here. Now, it's very hard for me to judge this, though, because I'm not actually quite sure what to expect. I have not used this before. Has anyone seen anything different? I don't see anything different. Hmm. Oh, can't kiss my cat anymore. She's just too fuzzy. I want to smooth out the normals on the face right in this area. Maybe a little bit up in here too. It's kind of this odd shape right here and there. All right. What else? I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know what I should be looking for when I'm changing these values. Let's, I don't know. Probably should have given her some earrings. Well, maybe I'll add those some other time. All right. Nope. Should we give her a tattoo? Probably. Feels like kind of the name of the game with VR chat. Okay, let's fix this normal here. It's not really. Oh yeah, I see it right there. So if we go to our mesh maps layer, we have our normal mask. Okay, so definitely masking that out, which means that that also is just the mesh itself. And yeah, we can see that there. Okay, so if we went to, let's export these. Bada boom. Save, and let's go to Blender. And when we look at the face right here, can we smooth this? Oops. Smooth. I think that helped. Let's go ahead and export again. Get back into Unity and check. Also, good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. We're working on a VR chat avatar right now. Yeah, that's much better. Nice. Okay. Might have to do that a few more spots, but major improvement. There we go. Yeah, we're working on June right now. That's her name. Because I was working on her this month and I'm not very creative when it comes to naming things. But she's coming out well. She got a little jacket. She's got these pants. Ignore the feet poking out. We'll fix that in a little bit. Yeah, having a lot of fun. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Let's get the clipping set up for the body. Go here, isolate, re-enable our view. Select the leg and move it up 2. And then for the arm here, we'll take this section of the arm and move that up 3. Okay, okay. And what that allows us to do is break our character completely. I should have had everything selected. There we go. Then we can select the body now and enable our UV tile discard in order to turn off the legs. So I've been told that Erebane needs a dress too. Well, I'm down. Get that squishy dress going. Oh no, her toenail's still there. Can you imagine if the dress went down the length of the tail? Like it just be like a little tail cozy. There we go. Guess once I find a dress that looks good on me, I'll do it at the same time as the pirate garb. Heck yeah. And boom. -1, boom. File. Export. FBX. I mean, you just combine them. Dress, pirate garb. Like Pirates of the Caribbean. Keira Knightley. Oh, that looks much better. Being able to. Just don't share my face on stream. Fair. Dun, dun, dun. Gotta do the classic censorship mosaic. Excuse me, sorry to yawn. All right, I think she's doing good. I will give her a tattoo, but I'm not 100% sure what kind of tattoo I should give her. Probably something that glows would be cool. Maybe like a neck tattoo right here. Excuse me. All right, I do have to go to the restroom really quick. I will be right back. What is her personality? Angry? Stern? Hmm. I don't know. I don't really have a personality in mind. Um, make sure I disabled the sleeve. I can do that by clothing. Very perfect. Yeah. Do a Tech Reaper, edgy pseudopunk. Ah, I like that. Yeah, some cyberpunk tattoos would go well. Maybe we'll do some sketches. Come up with some ideas. And then I was thinking of giving some sort of pattern on the leggings so it's not just a simple gradient, something that's kind of like within this transition or some sort of overlay in there would be cool. We'll figure that out. All right, I'm gonna like a robotic Skull Reaper guy. Nice. All right, be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
All right, I'm back. I just tripped. Stubbed my toe a little bit. It hurt. Okay, diamonds like faint blue outlines going up that fade out. Nice. Yeah. Something on the legs for that, I think. I'm going to add one more thing to the skin variation here. Color at 55 as well. Maybe a little bit less. And we'll do mask, generator, AO, invert. That should put a little bit more shadow. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Too faint. Too faint. Where is it? I don't see anything. Color, ambient occlusion, balance. What the heck? What the heck? What's going on? Okay. Mask, generator, AO. Oh, it's not finding the ambient occlusion. Gotcha. There we go. Okay. And then invert. And we'll want to give it a normal color, like red. All right. I think that looks good. Some small changes that I hope will assist with the character. What are you doing down there? What are you doing? Alpha colors. Ooh, very cool. I like that. Tattoo idea. We'll add it to my ref for June. Tattoo ref. Can I extract this image? Well, I can copy it, so I can always bring it into a Photoshop document. Yeah, okay, so I can extract that later if I need to. The nostril should actually be dark, though. Oops, I could close chat. Okay, back. I like asymmetrical tattoos, so maybe we'll do something here. Something on this arm comes over here into that tattoo. First, I want to go look at the eyebrow. I'm going to copy this mask. Or, no, I'll just add in it a layer of AO that is masked except for on the nose. Perfect. Glowing tattoos. That's the future I want. You know, I don't care. We could have zero technology progress, except that at some point we have the ability to make tattoos emit light. Robot devil tail on the back. I like that. Should be darker in the nose. Oh, I get it. It's the interesting. All right, so which rim lighting is affecting that the most? There is skin inserts that can light up, but they're spending kind of Yeah, I feel like the moment someone does it properly, it'll be very popular. But there's going to be a lot of kind of sad, bad in betweens for that kind of tech. Well, in reality, we have UV tattoos. That's true. That's true. That's basically there. Okay, so on this one, the rim lighting, we're going to add the body AO to this mask. Okay, that's what's going on. Just to confirm, does that break it? No. We still want to see the light in her nose. Yeah. Yeah. I've considered UV tattoos a few times. The difficult part is there has to be a UV light. So I get those over my other tattoos, layered tattoos. Interesting. I saw this thing on TikTok recently of people. They make a grid, like a honeycomb grid, and they're pretty small. It's pretty small honeycombs, and they do like a whole pattern of it. And then they have tattooists fill in just one grid, so they like have a bunch of artists do like a little small piece on a larger sleeve, which I thought was kind of a fun idea. Well, I need to find an artist willing to do my sleeves. Both are partially started, but not there yet. Gotcha. Just test them in VR first. Or perhaps that's kind of what you did with Era. One day I want a freehand tattoo, like a stick and poke, or like one of those more organic looking ones. No freehand. Era has his own tattoos. Gotcha. The freehand meaning no pre-sketch. They draw a little on your skin, then pull out the machine and go. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen ones for like ears and uh, look at my cat. Look at my kitty cat. What are you doing over there? Being goofy. Oh, goofy kitty. Stupid. Um, yeah, I've seen ones where they like do just like an ink or henna drawing or something. Hey, they're easy. Drink water. Here we go. Also, want a traditional tattoo like without a machine, stick and poke done at a party. Had some friends that did stick and pokes. Seems intensive. Takes some time, but kind of a fun way to spend an evening with get some whiskey to numb it and drink. You just sit and make some designs. More tattoos than Arrow. Don't want to face tattoo. My tats are going to have a lot more dragons. Same pick my terrible stick and poke. What's left of it? Tiny. It just looks like a just a little happy face. This. Oh, I can't draw it here, but it looks like a little smiley face. They were music notes, but it faded. That reminds me of on there's a painting. I forget the guy's name, but depicts like hell or something. And there's but it's very it's almost comical. Just all the different stuff that's happening in it. I forget the name of it. It's a very famous painting. But there's a guy laying down, and he has on his butt is painted like some music, and they just recently played that as the guy's butt music. Or like someone actually like tried to play it. That's funny. It's it starts with an H. The artist's name. That took like 2 hours. Everyone was afraid to go deep. I just have myself with 0 cares. This looks weird right here. Not blending very nice with the ear. All right, my last tweak for the hair for now. A little bit more right here, a little bit more off the front. Oh, I got it. Pet the kitty. I got it. All right, I pet the cat. She didn't appreciate it. It's weird. For her eyes, I'm gonna make the pupil Bigger. Have you watched that new Transformers film yet? I have not. I have not. I think first on my list of movies to watch will be the latest Spider Verse. Um, but the new one was like the is it the dinosaur one? I don't think I've seen any Transformers movies since Shia LaBeouf was in them. Shia LaBeouf. That's a little too big. 2.75. Rise of the Beasts. It's pretty. It seems pretty fun. Um, mm, I just haven't watched that many movies in a long time. Just really only watch like shows these days. All right, I think the bra needs more work. I do just like this fabric material. Just thinking of a tattoo of a brick. And for some things, don't know anything about a brick tattoo. Is it because she's like a like, like a brick? Oh, I can't do that sentence on stream. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. I think that's a solid idea. Hey there, hey, welcome. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. It's important to, oh, gotcha, like Stonewall. Let's put this here. all the materials in the same project, and I think that is lagging my stream significantly. All right. Running at less than 1 frame a second, man. No! Oh, that's a bummer. Let me turn down the texture here. Let's switch this to 1024. Hopefully that'll... Once it loads, it should be a bit faster now. We can hear you again? Oh no. That's no good. Auto Stitcher. What do I do with this? How do I add this? Is it a mask? What is that? Oh, I need... no, should work right here. Set it to mask mode. Curvature. Okay. I don't see anything right now. I don't see anything. Curvature. UV mask. Weird. I'm gonna sit down. You. Kitty cat. Took my cat a while to get used to my desk moving up and down. Kind of scare. Go with a style befitting studio killers. Studio killers. I understand why this isn't working. Maybe I need to put it on its own filter. Filter? Oops. Or generator? Auto Stitcher. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm like, man, I swear I'm doing this right. Not sure how to describe the style. Oh, I remember this video. Like makeup wise, or running mascara. Using club music and punk with a British flair. Music videos are an experience. I've seen that video before, I believe. Pretty sure I've seen that before. Just the shapes and running colors. Gotcha. The colors are nice. Nice to have some variation there. I think since I don't think I'll finish her today, maybe I'll put it up for like a poll, or we'll do some sketches. I think we'll do some sketches, and then I'll see how that goes. Like the people silhouettes part in bleeding colors, neon versus blocky black. Gotcha. I like this. I think I'm more in. I like the cyberpunk style a little bit more, and I think that kind of fits what VR chat is a little bit better. Or well, I guess I think people, the VR chat crowd, will probably uh, take to that a little bit easier. Maybe easier is not the right word. Do bra stitch. One more fill. This will be bra tone. Bra. Bra. Do filter. Bevel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. I guess I have to select it first, then hit it with the bevel. Or maybe instead of a bevel, we do that outline. With something like this, just to break it up. I don't know if I'm a fan of that stitch anymore, but you have it. Bam. And threshold doesn't matter. Width matters. Blur, I don't want to blur it. Shape is annoying. Bam. Oh, snap. That's fine. Still put the right thing in the right spot, but I need to export the clothing to the clothing folder using this one. Whew. Oh, I survived the lag. And I need to go to clothing, refresh the mask here, confirm merge. Huh. I didn't expect that to be so metallic. Oh, it's because it's getting included in those masks. Bam. All right. Loaded. Better. I think I'd prefer it to be, I don't know. Shiny is not bad. Okay, she's coming together. So I've got an hour. I need to look at my to-do list. Hour before lunch. I think we can. Interesting looking model, man. Oh, thank you, Pseudo. Welcome. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're putting her together. Kind of a cyber elf character. She got a booty. But I'm very pleased with how the materials are looking. I think she's looking pretty sharp. And we're going to be concepting some tattoos for her right now. Good. Looking forward to tomorrow, the weekend. Heck yeah. I don't doubt it. I'm looking forward to it as well. It's going to be a warm one, so the pool is where I'll be. Living in the pool for the next few days. So I think we'll do. Tomorrow starts your vacation. Hey, that's awesome. I think you told me where you're going, but I can't quite remember. Actually, I want to see where the tattoo would be with the outfit. All right. Finland. That's right. I was like, I think it's somewhere in Europe. Huh. Tattoo ended up there anyway. Okay, let's make a new layer. Save. Paste this in. June. Concepts. Well, I hope you have a great time and safe travels as well. Hopefully, it's not too warm. But I'm sure Finland has some nice model or nice rivers and stuff. Is this model for someone or for yourself? This will be a model for sale. So I will be using it for myself, but it's mostly for sale. So I will be putting her up for purchase, but then also turning her into a VTuber, all that jazz. But I'd like to get her available to everyone. Another Tatfot, do line art and make the line art emission layers. I would, yeah, I think the glowing tattoo is the my goal. Finland, the neighboring country to Norway. Yeah, he's in Norway as well. So I want something that kind of wraps around her arm, I think. Don't forget Sweden. Oops. And what kind of in here ish? Something like that. Under or over? Yeah. They have a tri border. The last time since I went a while to Sweden. You want to be more on the front than the back? Swiss up north where they all share a border. Gotcha. I have never been to Europe. One day. One day I will. They need wings. I guess it could go down onto our butt too. Something like my first trip to Europe. Oh, very cool. Generally, one thing's to end on the wrists if you want to go back to the hand. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of freehanding a tattoo right now. I did not. I did not.
Zoom out a little bit. Actually, time to get some reference. Interest. Let's say cyber tattoo. Hopefully there's no holes in here. I like this. Aniline. That's cool. These ones are also kind of cool. Like very faint line ones. This is a little too chunky for me. Or for what? Wow. It's a Hello Kitty one. Didn't know a lot about it. Thought maybe it was because of work. Oh, here we go. Noise. I mean, this one I could actually just straight up put on it. On there. What is this style called? I see it a lot. Yeah, this one's super cool. These little like faint bone ones. Pretty dope. Yeah, bone spiders. I don't know. Kind of digging that though. Robot furry. One is in the middle of a small lake, but there is a big buoy that is connected to land with a small bridge where they cross. How interesting. Oh. What do they call that with it's a thing you can purchase to like group a collection of tattoo designs. What is that called? A it's a word for it, but I can't think of it. I also like to visit there myself, but this year it's straight up to Oslo with the RV. Oh, very cool. I like the way this conforms to the body. This is really cool. This one as well. All right, let's throw these into my reference. We may or may not do any of these. But at least we'll have them for later, should I decide to use them. A pack? Yeah, there's some sort of word for it. Word for a pack of tattoos. I want that. Tattoo designs.
Want to go to Norway someday. If I wasn't going to visit family, I would likely have them have made the trip out to Norway and Sweden. Very cool. Yeah, there's some word for it though. Flash sheet. There we go. It's a flash sheet. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so let's search Cyberpunk flash sheet. Good. Let's try Etsy. Not quite what I was hoping for. But this is kind of cool. It's all techwear designs. I might just get these. No, wait, don't I have one? I swear there's a pack I have somewhere. Resources. Cat paper. That's not it. Texturing. Must have been from last year. Clip art. Damn, where is it? Oh, maybe it's Art Deco. That'd be cool. Sorry, really quick. Purchases. Yeah, techwear. Down there. Have this pack. Put it in resources. Stock images. The SVG file. Didn't even take all of them in. It's just like a crop of it. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's available to me should I decide to return to it. All right, I feel like I'm getting stuck on this when I should be making decisions. Let's go in here. And what I'm going to do, make a file, save copy. And we're going to do pre tattoo, or yeah, pre tattoo name. And we'll use a grease pencil object. And what we can do, which is very fun, is enter drawing mode and tell it to stick to the surface. And strength. Five. All right. So now, yeah, initially I was thinking a tattoo on the back, something that like went down here, kind of like along the back. I can feel the sneeze. But I did like the there's those little waist tattoos. Those were kind of cool. She didn't intersect as much. Yeah, I'm just doodling. If I actually did a tattoo, it just takes so long. Probably should rely on stock images or something. Dang it. The erase just goes right through. More searching. Safe travel if you do it yourself, flowing easy. Yeah, I think so. That's definitely what I think I'm prone to. Well, okay, so I really was initially attracted to the idea of doing a neck tattoo. So that one's so big. Tend to be kind of heavy-handed with my doodles, though. I don't know why it gives me such a huge preview while I'm doing that. Some fun. All right. Now I can actually add layers. So make a new one, turn that one off. I did have that reference for the neck. June. This neck one here, it's a little too intense for the front, but if it did the back, like this, why can't I switch to it easily? Oh. Move side. Okay. Brace. God damn it. God damn it, Rick and Bobby. There we drop. Something a bit more like this, and it kind of goes back. It's like kind of bigger front. That's supposed to be just filling it in. Let's make the radius a bit bigger. Mm. Don't mind it. Not quite what I like. Did also have this other one, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Which goes down into that. Fun fact, I hired an actually tattoo artist to redesign and fix Airband's sleeve tattoo. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I think the tattoo artist could find a whole nother market inside of VR chat. Okay, I think I'm just very naturally drawn to doing tribal design, so I will probably stick with that. If I'm going to freehand it. If I'm not going to freehand it, then I'll just do something else. Good morning, Zoom. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Like that. That's fun. A little too close. How's your Friday going, Zoom? Smooth. Hello. Will it be a mesh part or just a texture? It will be a texture. I wouldn't want to make something with such fine details as a mesh because that'd get really expensive. But I'm just kind of using the grease pencil to figure out where I want things to go. Um, just playing around with the design. But hello, happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. It's fun to do, though. I think I might do a lot more of this kind of stuff in the future, though. It's very satisfying. I do want it to be wings, though. We gotta do some work to actually make them wings. Such a lazy Friday. Hey, that's good to hear. That is the goal. That is the goal. Hey, follow. Thank you, You're Smooth. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So, if you're familiar with VR chat, I make avatars here. That's what I'm doing right now. So, certainly appreciate coming by and hanging out. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, I'm enjoying this. I think this is looking good. A little bit of a tailbone tattoo. Well, that's at least one idea. Let's add another layer. If I erase while on this other layer, do I erase that? I do. So I have to lock that as well. Oh, I didn't sneeze. Just recently started doing some changes to avatars from other authors, and I think I'd be interested in watching someone who already knows how to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely love sharing what I make and how I do it. And I do also put my streams on YouTube. So if there's ever something specific that I do, you can always go back and review it. Well, then you're at the right place, same as Beyond Press. Oh, thank you, Zoom. Thank you. Much appreciated. I definitely love being in VR chat and making things, and it's just a great community. Too much creativity. Unbelievable amount of creativity here. Watching this makes me want to go out and get a tattoo after work. It's time. Back tat number 2. Hello. I think let's go in with a more refined version. I'm going to turn this down opacity wise. Or should I do? I'm going to do it. I'm having fun with this, so. Bam. Go in and make a teeny tiny version. A little too small. Yeah, just to show you the avatar. Hey there, Cecil. Welcome. I can definitely afford it, but should not. But Sam, I do want to now. here's the avatar as she currently is. Smoo. We've got her started. She's looking pretty good. Got a few toggles. Here's an up close on her face. And yeah, I just feel like she needs a tattoo of some kind, so that's what we're messing around with right now. Are you even a VR chat avatar if you don't have some crazy tattoos? Oops. Boy, my tats are epic. Not tattoos at all, but such a design does look epic. Good. Good. This is really fun, actually. I always love just kind of like shape finding. So this feels like something that kind of plays to my abstract strengths. Oh, that's a little funny. So what kind of stuff are you working on, Smoo? Are you making an edit to an avatar? Also, Zoom. It'd be interesting to have a robot with. If a robot has tattoos, are they technically tattoos or like graffiti? Like, have they been? It almost looks like vandalism of some sort on a robot. No, I guess it'd be a decal. You would get like you probably use the same language as a car. That's just a paint job. Saying engraving is more like a tattoo on a robot. Oh, I see how it is. Paint job decals are fine. Tattoos are okay. I get it. Robot superiority. No, absolutely. Definitely coming across. My robots don't have tattoos. Oh, there's a new Star Wars game coming out that looks like it has a cool robot character in it. Very geometric in a way. I think it's as organic as the tattoos I've seen. Or maybe organic's not the right word. Oh no! You don't like Star Wars? Banned. No, just kidding. I love the world building, but certainly their plots could use some improving. Though I did like Andor. I liked the Andor show. That one was quite good. I think I'll probably redo these vertebrae later. For now, they're doing what they need to. I think I'll make that pattern to repeat instead of doing them each a little different. Some sort of pattern that starts here and then repeats. Do like the lore, but the movies are just to me. They're very much fantasy. I think they fulfill the classic kind of hero's journey almost too well. But I gotta say, I do love lightsabers. But I love lightsabers as much as you would see any sort of superpowered martial arts. All right, that looks interesting. It's very sharp, jagged. I like it. It's fun. It's a fun idea. What do we think on the tattoo? Yay or nay? Or maybe? Oh, let's get this spot up here. I definitely want a section that goes onto the neck. I like it. You still wanting symmetry? I think at this point, no. Just because I ended up going this direction, or a symmetrical direction. Maybe I'll do like a hand tattoo or something. Looking good. Thank you. It looks nice. Oh, thank you all. Thank you all. All right. Feeling good about this one. It's fun to just do like free form shapes. This I may not include at all, but fun to do. Maybe just a little bit more onto the shoulder. All right. Well, that'll be fun to paint. There probably wasn't any reason for me to do it in Blender, because now I have to recreate it entirely in Substance Painter. But it'll be fun. It'll be cool. This tattoo will continue to one of the hands. She has shaved head sides, right? She does not. She does not have or not yet. That may be an alternate design, but she does have hair on the side of her head. Of her head. That's true. That's true. I think that would be worth doing, you know. And then I could make a like a toggle just to turn off this section of hair. All right. Well, that's feeling good. Awesome. And I think I'll do the tattoo as a decal. That way I can just turn it on and off if I need, and I think that'll allow me to do a mission as well. Yeah. Okay. That's the plan. That is the plan, man. But she's looking good. She's looking very good. Maybe a little bit of tattoo on the thigh that you can see through. We'll see. We'll just do the back tattoo and go from there. I feel like if given enough time, I will just fill her completely up with tattoos. Enough idle hands will make me. If my hands are idle enough, I will just fill her entire body up with tattoos. All right, but it is noon my time, or just about to be, and we are going to end the stream for now. Well, I have a question for you all. Should I leave the stream on and just like put up a lunch break symbol, or should I actually end it and then come back when I go on lunch break? What is preferable? because it'll be like an hour and a half. So I don't know if I should just leave my stream on, or I feel like that's a little too much time to just leave in like limbo. Thank you, Era. I will have a good lunch. For an hour and then come back. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but just in case. All right. So you're Smooth, since you're new here, and anyone else is new here. I do break up my day into 2 streams. So we're going to end the first stream. I'm going to go get lunch and stuff, and then I'll be back for the second half of working for Friday. So certainly hit that follow button if you want to be notified when I'm back. And for everyone, thank you all for making my morning. It's been a great one. Era, You're Smooth, Zoom. We had Cecil come by. Who else came by? Pseudo, Easy, and anyone else that's lurking. Arctic Valve, you're out there. Thank you all for making my morning. Marlo, thank you for coming by earlier today. And yeah, I will be back soon. And enjoy your time. In the meantime, thank you all for hanging out with me. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Enjoy your day. Bye.